believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
Wants to go up top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
This time he's got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and...
Breaks into the open. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast start.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
19, Nebraska, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big...
There he goes! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Cornhuskers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Fakes to grab. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Durant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Running through contact. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. To the 15. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, baby.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Nebraska 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Cornhuskers are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Nebraska, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. First and 10. He'll do it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know
if the quarterback got confused on first down, he might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all over.
Got some room in under the goal line. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust.
Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense swarming on that